I rebuilt the case. It's all back together. Clutch is in. I repacked it. If you noticed, if you watched my show earlier, that when he sent me it, the clutch arm was way over here because the bearing wasn't completely up against the clutch. So I did that, and then it went to the straight line that you want. A lot of people put a longer bucking arm. I used to put longer bucking arms. It took me a long time to figure out why this would sit here or sit there or sit there. It's where the bearing sits onto the clutch decides how far this is going to push in. Gudgeon bearing goes in like so. Piston, exhaust arrow, it's always going to go to the exhaust. Slide your piston pin in like that. Let's measure our stroke. First we'll do the stock without the squishy cut. So like that. This will work with any cylinder that you have to use a spacer on. The opposite for a cylinder that you have to lower instead of raise. I just put it in. Let's take it all the way down to 0 and check the sweep. Ouch. That's all the way down. And that's my crosstalk. My sweep is a 1/8 of an inch. What I'm doing is I'm sticking my finger in and feeling how far down the piston goes. The crosstalk would be seen through the other side. That's what I call crosstalk. That means that the exhaust is going to blow back through your intake and back through your carburetor, and it's going to be a little stream of fuel coming out. And that's called crosstalk. You have any fuel going backwards in your carburetor, you have crosstalk. That's at 0, and that's my crosstalk I'll have to repair. And let's go to the top and find out our spacer depth. We just crank it up. Just cranking it up, right there. See how it lifted up the cylinder? See that? I can tell because I just pushed it down. Let me raise it back up. See where it just, and you could set this. I used to do so much crazy stuff to find this out, just to find. I found it's a lot simpler than everyone makes it out. But the spacer would be that plus your squishy, how much room you want in between the piston and that. I've already calibrated the spacer at 1/16 of an inch. So let's just throw on a 1/16 of an inch and make sure that's the case. And with the spacer, I still have to take some off of this side right here to sit level on my case because I built these to ramjet like that. But we want to go this direction. We'll just set it right down on top of it. Center just like that. And raise it up. See if we can raise it up all the way. Or if it's going to pick the cylinder up. And just a hair. I don't think it's picking it up. But I'll bet you that is one tight squish. Now here's one that I've cut the squishy out. And this is the adjustment. And there is my intake dam right there, if you can see it. See the intake dam? The intake dam is right Here. No, here. There we go. It's hard to do it. When they're standing like that. That's your intake dam. That's going to stop your crosstalk right there. And I'll be doing that later on today. But now that we have the cylinder onto the case, we know our spacer height. We know it's time to drill the holes. So how do I drill the holes? I like to set the piston at bottom. Check the sweep, of course. There. And then there's lines right here that tell you that. And I'll use a 6-inch drill bit and do the 4 holes. And then we'll tap it. Then after I tap it, put the rings in, check the squish, cut a squish deeper if we need it to cut deeper, and all that. But any questions? I see I have one viewer. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Fuck yeah. It's Friday. Why not build? You know? I'd love to help out anybody with any questions because I like building more than pretty much anything else there is. That's dead right there, center right there. Then we have to put the circlips in. We have to put the rings in. Covers, clean the covers up. Clean the covers up. And start it up. Mount it on the bike. Test it out. Send it out. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Subscribe. Ask me questions. Just say hi. Happy Friday. I'll find the end button somewhere. I can't find it. Oh well. Stick with you a couple more minutes while I try and find the end button. My button's gone. But I didn't go 40 minutes, so you gotta be good at that, right? Not going 40 minutes. Oh boy. My stupid taskbar is in the way. Right. Can I just say that I hate Windows 10? Fuck. Thank you. I finally hit it. Yes.